Federation blinker code check. Take 3. Maybe I'll get it right this time. Okay, this is a look at some of the code. I've designated pins 1 and 2, which are normally used for communication, to stay for communication. These will be connected to the Bluetooth board for communication to the warp engines and photon torpedo control for switch down, but I have not implemented that yet. Down here we have what the outputs are set to. Warp engine control for our relay to be able to control cold cathode lighting. We have deflector blue and green and blue. These are on pulse width modulation pins so that we can make those ramp up and ramp down. Photon torpedo lights are just to blink when it actually fires, but the reds are also on pulse width modulation pins to be able to support ramp up and ramp down. There's a main lights control which will go out to a 2N222 transistor and to a light strip. And we've got navigation LEDs and collision LED blinkers. And let's take a look at the board itself. This is a standard Arduino Uno with a bunch of resistors that came in a pack. LEDs that were designated for 5 volts. It's a 5-volt signal that is capable of running 1 LED. And then I've connected all of these LEDs to the unit. Let's fire it up and see what happens. It's really bright for this poor phone. Maybe if I back out a little bit. Okay. So the first pin over here is our collision flasher, and is our navigation pin. The third, main lights. Then we have photon torpedo red, which are white right now, and then the white flasher. Then we have a deflector blue, deflector green, and the warp engine blink light. What I've done, and I'll bring up the serial monitor, is I have created a pseudo LCARS interface that communicates to the board, and I can do things like I'm going to fire up the warp engines, and what you'll see hopefully is it's not coming out, but one LED fades down, the other fades up, and then the warp engine turns on. And then when I turn off, the warp engines turn off, and the 2 LEDs fade the other way, so that we can transition between green and blue. When I fire photon torpedoes, we get 1 ramp up and then a flash, and then the other side will ramp up and flash, and they'll just switch back and forth and right. I've created rides. I can turn off the mains, turn off the deflector, so that we can see these firing torpedoes a little better. That was the left torpedo bank, and now we fire a bank. And I'll be able to these timings once I've taken a look at the video, but that's what I have right now. Oh, by the way, this is what happens run the interface, and this will be showing up in a status display for the Android phone. Fire torpedoes, and if you try and fire too fast, it says, I'm firing as fast as I can, Alright, well, I'll have another update when I have the Bluetooth module.